Yeah, she was.
I played musical chairs. I put my senior song at the end.
Cool. So now I get to be like you.
I guess if you put a big enough fan, it keeps that blowing light.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go ahead and call tonight's meeting to order for Monday, December 8th, 2025. We'll start with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I've asked Pastor Booth to say a prayer.
Father, we thank you for the day that you've given us. We ask now that you would give wisdom to this council, and Father, that you would give them leadership and decisions that they make for our community, for our people. We ask now that you be uplifted and glorified in this meeting tonight. For it is in Jesus' name we ask and pray these things. Amen.
Amen. Okay. As we get started, we have a public comment. Michelle LaForge. If you'll come up here, I'll remind you, you have 5 minutes to speak to the council. And please state your name and address as you start.
Hi, Michelle LaForge, 605 East 6. I wanted to address the conditions out at Steg Lake, Westlake. I was walking my dog there every day. There's an overgrown amount of thistle upon the path, which makes it dangerous for their little paws, for the animals' paws. And if a child was to walk through there and fall, it would be really, really dangerous. I've called this city probably 6 times trying to address this, and I was advised by the noxious weed, a man of Lynn County, I don't know his name off the top of my head. He advised me to come here and address it here to see if I could get something done, so my dog and I can keep enjoying the land out there. It's beautiful out there. She loves it out there, and I'd like to keep walking out there. Thank you.
Thank you. I have been informed, just so you know, on that those weeds have been sprayed to be killed.
They were sprayed about 3 weeks ago,
The ones in the path?
the ones all along the water trail.
Well, I was just there today taking pictures.
I don't know, they were sprayed about 3 weeks ago. It was the last time you called up here.
Okay, well, I was there today taking pictures, and there's still an overgrown amount. I mean, some of them are 16 inches wide.
Okay.
Is
Thank
there-
you.
Thank
Is
you.
there something else we can do for that? Because we have to, is the spray gonna fix it?
And that's all we can do right now. It isn't gonna happen overnight, but we couldn't get it sprayed earlier because it kept raining and it has to be dry when they spray it. So,
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right. And going on with the meeting, it is a bit of a double meeting today. We'll have our first meeting, and then we will actually adjourn from it, and we'll start the new meeting and swear in the new council members from the election. So we're looking forward to that today, and we're so glad for everybody that came out today for council meeting. If I could get a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve this consent agenda.
And I said,
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor? Passes unanimous. I'll go ahead and pass this around to sign now. Okay, city administrator and departmental reports. Becky?
I don't have anything unless someone has a question.
Okay. Chief Wisdom?
I can get fired.
Or Chief Snyder?
For November, we had 217 calls for service. We had 17 tickets, 28 warnings on 60 traffic stops, 5 arrests, 7 drug cases, 19 case reports, and 16 call-outs. We had 2 other drug paraphernalia cases where things were found that we collected. We had 4 domestics, 12 follow-ups, 2 criminal threats, 2 criminal damages, 3 mutual aids, 9 community engagements, which was our angel tree and some other things. And that's for November. For December, we've had 61 calls. We've had 2 tickets, 6 warnings out of 22 traffic stops, 1 arrest for felony drugs, 4 drug cases, 19, or correction, that's wrong. It's supposed to be 19 call-outs, 6 case reports, and then we've had 1 check welfare, 3 ambulance calls, 4 mutual aids, 4 citizens assists, 1 theft, and we were part of 1 stolen vehicle call. We did our angel tree the 2nd of December. We went out with the 6th grade, and we were able to provide families with presents for their children for 117 families, and we spent approximately $12,000 this year of donated funds. That's it.
Thank you. Chief Wisdom?
Good evening, everyone. To start off with, last Friday, I got a confirmation email, and I'm pretty excited about this. Back in the end of October, 1st of November, Becky and I got together and we filled out a grant for 7 sets of fire gear and a washing machine. Friday, I got the approval email, and I will pass this around. And then the other letter is the second letter that I passed around is there was actually only 29 departments in the state of Kansas that was awarded to get gear. So we was one of the 29 departments. In this, we've still got a long ways to go. The letter will not be signed until the 19th of December, if I remember right. I do have to have some information sent back into them, so I'm going to get working on that to keep the grant process going like it's supposed to. The gear through the grant is the same company that we have already ordered our other gear from. So I called and talked to Bill Schneider today with Wise Fire. He said he was glad that I called because the gear in the grant would be totally different than the gear that we had ordered, so he can actually start working on that to where they won't be the same brand, but to where the gear looks fairly close to the same. That way we don't wind up with some bright yellow stuff and some brown stuff and some black stuff. The exciting part about that is whenever we started this, we had 5 sets of gear that was still usable. And we're going to go from 1 set expires at the end of this month. So we're going to have 4 more sets of gear. So when we're done, we will go from having 5 sets of gear to 11 brand new sets with 4 sets of gear that we can use as backup. So I'm very ecstatic about that. On the radio situation, I called and talked to Phil with KC Wireless. He said the radios are on back order, and he could not give me an updated date of release. He is going to have his ladies in the office check and try to find some information out when they might become available. But he said it could be released tomorrow, it could be released a year from now, he doesn't know. On that topic, if we're going to have to wait for radios a little bit longer, I've got another request. There is a radio app that we have on our phones, and I have it through the county on my phone. It's called JPS. I have talked with Chief Snyder about this already. It's going to run anywhere from $70 to $85 a phone in there to get this done. I'm only going to need, like, as of right now, eight phones to put it on, or 8 accounts, or however you want to say that. So my question is to you guys. I will have to have your approval to be able to put that on somebody's personal cell phone. You know, the fire department is still going to pay the price of everything, but I will need, from my understanding, an okay from you guys to put that on somebody's personal cell phone at the fire department.
So you only need it to be, you said 70 to $85?
$70 to $85, and that varies from, Chief Snyder said that varies from year to year. Sometimes it might be $73, sometimes it might be closer to $80. So we just did a range of anywhere from $70 to $85. So that's $700 to $850 to get the maximum if everybody on the department had to have it. Now, there's 2 people that do have it through the county. We can go and do it all through the city. We can continue with the county with the ones that have it, as long as Chief Hagwald's okay with that. But I'm just trying to get some communication devices a little bit quicker than, I don't know when they're going to be released.
So on the cost, I haven't got my invoice yet to see what it is, but it roughly raises about 5% every year.
Okay.
That's just for their costs. Last year it was $78.
No, it's good. I was just asking. So $85 times 8 phones is $680
Mm-hmm.
for the whole year, or for this?
It's yearly.
Yeah,
Yearly.
that is yearly.
There's some other stuff you can add to it, like there's a field ops option, which gives a little bit more information, but just having the basic to where you can talk to people over the phone
Right.
is the 80 whatever.
Right. So,
And my understanding is this doesn't really replace any for the radios, but it at least gives us something.
It gives us
that's
some
usable
communications
after the
until we do get the radios. We still do have 2 handheld radios for the city fire department that we still use whenever we're on a scene or something like that. But we're just trying to get some type of communication a little bit quicker than I just don't have you an answer, is basically what Phil told me today.
and okay, so what app is this called? What?
JPS.
JPS. Do we need a motion? Becky?
Just said that.
It's within his
Yeah.
spending.
The
limit.
the
So-
biggest thing, it's in my spending limit,
Right.
yes. But the thing is I'm putting what would be a city covered app on somebody's personal phone. So
That's
from
fine.
my understanding is do I need an approval
For the
from
login
the council?
itself?
So he's saying that you are using county funds to increase the capacity of a private device. And so for that reason, he's wanting the official approval of
Right.
council for that.
And I get that. So that's why
So a motion would be.
yeah, that's why I'm asking, do we need a motion? Because, as long as, as long as the firefighters are okay with it to be on their personal phones, I'm okay with it, but I just need to know if we needed a motion.
Yeah, I think a motion is best practices, and also, the idea would be, okay, you paid this money, $80, whatever, to put it on
Yeah.
John Smith's phone. And let's say John Smith quits the fire department tomorrow. It's not like a transferable thing. That's the other reason
Yeah,
why he wanted the
Right.
The money, that's one thing I was going to say. I apologize for breaking into your conversation there. That Chief Snyder with myself would still be the administration person over the account. So like if somebody was to resign from the fire department, I could get in contact with him. He could actually shut the app off to where they would not receive any other, any new information or calls or anything like that. So, you know, he would have, and, you know, if he wanted to give me access, but he would have the administration access to be able to turn people's apps on and shut it off.
So it runs from the same capacity as like first two?
Yeah.
Where their account would be just disabled and then they
Yeah.
wouldn't function?
Yeah.
Okay.
They would still have the app on their phone, but it would not work.
Okay. Is there a motion?
Yes, so I make a motion that the chief would spend up to, what did I say? Sorry. $680 for 8 phones for the GPS.
I'm not
GPS.
sure. We don't know the exact price, so that's why I was giving the $70 to $85 limit, because if it comes in to where, you know, we're saying they're $78 now, but if they come in and it's $82 whenever the bill comes, then I just don't want to short anything. But that's why I went with an $85
Yeah,
limit.
and I times it by 85.
Okay, all right, thank you.
So-
You
Sorry.
need to say it's for the app, not the phone.
Oh, the app.
It's for an app.
Okay. So I make amend to my motion to let the chief assistant put the app on 8 phones at $85 times 8 is $680.
And I second.
It's been moved and seconded to allow Chief Wisdom to spend up to $680 to place the GPS app on the phones for the fire department. Any discussion? This would be the amendment. Has there been an amendment?
It was an amendment, yes.
This is an amendment. So on the amendment to the original, all in favor? Okay, amendment passes. On the amended motion, any discussion? All in favor? Passes unanimous. You have the go-ahead to do that, sir.
Thank you.
You said 660, right?
Some of you might already know, but the fire department is doing the concession stand at bingo again this month. I did bring a concern whenever it was brought to us that I want it to be known that anybody can go in there as long as Linda is okay with them doing the concessions, because I don't want people to feel like the fire department's just going in and just taking over. So I want it to be known that anybody that has the willingness and whatever to want to go in there and do a concession stand during this, it's available. But we have said if she can't find anybody else to let us know, and we would try to figure something out.
Okay. So in speaking for the bingo, there's a concession every time there's bingo, and it is open. Linda Dudley runs that, and she'd be happy to have some more people doing
Yeah, and that's why I want it
concessions for
open.
that bingo time.
Yep.
So if you're watching online, you can, or at any point,
Yep.
get in touch and let us know.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Couple other things. Renee Marshall was talking with some people with the Kansas Fire and Training Institute today, getting some certification stuff, clarification. They have a skills trailer and possibly a burn trailer that is available for us to be able to use. And if you don't mind, I asked her if she would mind coming up and explaining it, because she told me in a crash course right before we walked in here what all was said, and I remember that like walking out of the fire department. So
Hey guys. So in March, they do have a burn trailer and a skills trailer, and there's all sorts of stuff actually. There's a couple other trailers. They're just not available until June. I'm going to put in a request, and they are going to come down. I just have to give them a date. They do the fit testing. I mean, it's the whole 9 yards. Like, they will give us a big old crash course, and we get to go into a burn trailer and learn a whole bunch of skills and stuff like that. So I wanted to make sure it was okay with our fire chief and stuff when I was talking to them today. And so I just wanted to let you guys know that in March, I will let you guys know what day we pick. And you guys are more than welcome to come to observe and see what it's all about. But I am going to reserve that skills trailer and burn trailer for us, and it will probably be listed online, so it won't be just our department. It'll be open and available to anybody that needs the training or wants the training can come in. They have to sign up online in that course to be able to do it. But I did want you guys to know. Do you have any questions for me?
Where's it gonna be at? Where are you gonna have it at?
Once the instructor calls me, we will figure that out. We'll probably do it like, I mean, it's a burn trailer, so we'll probably find a location that's not like around a lot of buildings and stuff. So I'm not exactly sure yet, like exactly where we're going to place it, but we'll figure out a good parking lot or something to do it, and so it'll be great fun.
Yeah. Good job.
Sounds exciting.
In that, the minimum requirement is 10 firefighters to be signed up, but you can have as many as you want, from my understanding, sign up for it. So it's probably going to be listed on their website to where anybody in the state of Kansas, it's just like the county did a Firefighter 1 training a couple months ago, and it was just listed for anybody in the state of Kansas that wanted to come to it. So this is probably going to be the same way, and I'm going to, once we get a few more details of what's going to happen, we will get that information out to people. It's, I can tell you, I've had firefighters that I have give them jobs to do, and as you can see that Renee is reaching out to try to find trainings and everything that we can, as well as some of the others. It's not just her, that everybody's trying to work to make this thing a go and get the best training and the best skills that we can do. A couple of the last things, once we get our new gear, something to decide on what we can do or what we need to do with the gear that has been expired and given to us, like the stuff from Grandview that we are using as training gear right now, and the stuff that we have had that's expired. We're going to have to get rid of it because we're not going to have room to be able to house everything. So something to think about, how we need to go about getting rid of things like that. It's expired, so I don't know if another fire department can use it, but I haven't checked into that. So if you guys want to look into something like that as well as I will, then we can come up with a plan to move on from that. The last thing I have is for the attorney. Have you had a chance to check in on anything about the smoke detectors, about the not last meeting but the meeting before? We talked about there is I'm going to have to look it up.
I did some initial looking into that, and I have several outstanding voicemails and emails that I will circle back with those folks and see if we've gotten the answer. So
Okay,
I
okay.
don't want to shoot from the hip today, but
Okay,
it's in process.
Yeah.
I need another couple of weeks.
Okay, no problem. I was going to ask if we had any kind of updates or anything like that, because I do have people that are asking me, and I keep telling them we're trying to put a plan together, so give us some time. But I have the opportunity to get on that. So I think that is all that's on my list, and if there's anything on here I haven't talked about, I guess I'm done talking. So
I have one question.
yes.
For the radios, I know you said they're on back order. Is there a way that you could ask the county if they have extra, or have you already?
They do not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
They
just kind of
do
wondering.
not. So
just a thought.
I've thought about that. They might have 1 or 2 radios extra, because at the price of the radios, you just don't have that kind of money sitting around just for no reason. So if they would have, they'd only have like 1 or 2. but they would have that for new firefighters coming on personally for the county. So
I figured you did, but I just thought I would ask.
okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Any other departmental questions? Okay, as far as unfinished business, dam repair at Sticky Lake, we still don't have any new information on that. Waiting to hear back from them on it. Jacqueline, did you have anything?
Am I supposed to say it now or in the next meeting? Does it matter? No, I don't have anything right now.
Rochelle?
No, not at this time.
Bill? Okay. In that case, before I entertain a motion for adjournment, I would like to just thank all the council members. I know Mr. Portman isn't here today. I just wanted to say thank you for his years of service on the council and his effort and work that he's put into it. And now I will entertain a motion of adjournment.
I make a motion to adjourn. I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor? We are adjourned. Stick around and we'll start the next council meeting in just a moment. All right. I will go ahead and call to order this second council meeting for Monday, December 8, 2025, for the starting of the swearing in of the new members. Shall we start with the pledge and such, or should we wait until they're sworn in and then do that? Let's swear them in first. Okay. I would ask if our judge would come up and our new council members, if they could come up too for the swearing in.
Yay! I'm so excited. I just had to do that. And it's so quiet in here.
All right, everybody, if you raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear or affirm
I do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of Kansas,
of the State of Kansas,
and faithfully discharge
and faithfully discharge
the duties
the duties
of City Council Person for Pleasanton,
the duties of City Council person,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
And if y'all want, before you take your seat, we'll just go ahead and do the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Pastor Booth, if you would say a quick prayer.
Father, we do thank you for these new council members. We thank you for this new year. We ask now that you would give wisdom to this council, that they would lead our city, that they would build it, they would grow it. And Father, we give you the praise, the glory, and the honor. Ask it all in Jesus' most precious name. Amen.
Amen.
All right. I will start off by saying welcome, congratulations, and we have prepared some packets for you all as new council members. I feel that we as elected people have a responsibility to the people to govern with wisdom and being well informed. And as we live in a constitutional republic, it is important for us to be well informed on all of the proper methodologies of everything. So before you, you have some paperwork that Becky needs filled out for records. You have tips for success for governing well. You've been elected. Now what is also before you? There is a list of trainings before you also. I would encourage as many of these trainings as can be gone to, and very helpful. Councilmember Bill Skipper could tell you how enlightening it was as we went and were able to kind of get a frightening glimpse into what all can be involved in being on a council. So please take advantage of those. Some of those are online. They do have an academy that is a couple days long, which is very, very helpful. And there is, within that, they kind of go through a lot of what's in the handbook that you've been given and the manual, just to kind of help walk through and make sure that we know the roles that we have, the responsibilities that we have, and the expectation that the people should have upon us as to lead the city and the resources of the city well. I would also encourage you strongly, please read the city codes. It is definitely difficult to vote, to make decisions on something that has not been read. If in reading you say, oh wow, maybe this needs to be changed or updated, then you need to bring that and see what needs to be done on any of those things. So we wanted to make sure that you had all of the potential to be the absolute best council that Pleasanton has seen, because how many know there's always room for improvement. So we want to improve. I know I myself am telling you to read these things. I will be rereading them also throughout this month to start the new year fresh, strong, and again, reminded and well informed of our duties. So congratulations, welcome, and we're looking forward to a great term. Moving into new business, I wanted to start off right off the bat setting some work sessions so that we can start getting some of those things that need to be worked through and discussed through that doesn't quite enable us to do on a normal council meeting. So as far as dates go, in January, what would the council say would be a good day to set a work session and time? I'd like to set one for January and February, if at all possible.
For what?
Work sessions to just start planning. Where do we want to see Pleasanton in a couple of years? What are things that need to work on? One of the things that we really need to start talking a little bit more intensely about within those work sessions is our city streets. What method we want to see moving forward with that to get our streets happening a lot quicker than what we have been. So work sessions just for planning of city growth, infrastructure, and planning for the future.
We always kind of done it before the city council meeting. So like in January, it would be the 5th of January is the city council meeting.
Okay.
And so, I mean, I'm not saying anybody has to do it. Trust me, I'm not saying that. But we've always done it like at 5 o'clock, you know, and then the meeting's at 6. So just to help people out, you know, not have to do it a different day.
Yeah.
And stuff. I mean, if that's an option, unless you guys all want to do a different day. It doesn't matter to me.
That sounds good to me.
Because, I mean, 5 o'clock and then right after 5, that usually lasts an hour, and then we've always just had the meeting afterwards.
Sounds fine to me.
I mean, that's, like I said, I'm not trying to persuade anybody.
It'll be on January 5th?
That's the next city council meeting in January.
Okay.
Because the next council meeting would be the December 22nd, and then the following one is nothing, and then the December 5th is the council meeting. Like I said, I'm just putting it out there.
So does December 5th, 5 o'clock, before the council meeting work? Okay.
You mean January?
I mean January.
What did you say?
February.
Jump into February.
He'd be the only one that's.
January.
You don't want to be on one. February 2nd is the council meeting too.
And February 2nd is a council meeting,
Yes,
right on Groundhog Day.
yes.
Um,
I mean, we can do it any day, but I'm just saying, that's what I came up with.
I would say do it January 5th, because that'd be the beginning of a new year for a new start for the city.
We're doing
That's
Okay.
my idea.
Well,
yeah,
doing
we're
more
doing
than one.
February too.
Or
That's
what
fine.
would you like to have the work session on January 5th, and then in the January 5th meeting set the next work session?
Mhm.
Yeah,
In case
Because
we
then we
realize
can
that we
see if
need
it
more
works
time than
and-
just an hour or something like that?
Yep.
Okay, so let's do that. Becky, if you'll make a note for that agenda.
5 p.m. on the 2nd.
Five, well, we'll do January 5th
At 5 p.m.
at 5 p.m. And in that council meeting, that same day, we'll set the next one.
Okay.
do you need a motion? No.
Okay. The other thing that I would like to present to the council to consider and think about is right now we meet, the council meets every other Monday, which ends up inconsistent throughout the year of whether, what time of the month it's on. I would present the potential of changing that to the first and third Monday of the month. That way, anybody at any point in the city looks at the calendar, and if it's the first or third, they know there's a council meeting today. The difference that would do is it would take us from 26 meetings a year down to 24 meetings a year. So that would just lower us 2 meetings, which means twice throughout that year there would be 3 weeks between a council meeting. In the event that something were to come up that we would need to have voted on or something like that, we would just call a special meeting in that case, should it happen. But having it the first and third would give everybody a consistency of what day of the month those meetings are on. What say the council?
And we tried that before, and you brought it up before, and we denied it, but I understand we have a new council, but, 3 weeks between the first meeting and then the other meeting is a very long time. So,
Well, that doesn't have, it only goes down 2 meetings a year.
I'm just saying. Because you said at one time, there'll be one time that will be 3 weeks between a
Yeah,
meeting. And I think that's way,
3 weeks between a meeting generally isn't a problem unless there's something urgent or something that's needing to be processed sooner, in which case we would just call a special meeting for that. Even this past year, having the meetings every other week, we still had 4 special meetings. Yeah. So sometimes there's just a need for that special meeting.
That would make it easier for like the public. They just look right at the calendar, but yeah, it's the first.
But what's the difference now?
it's no different, actually.
Well, the difference would
Not
be
at
is
all.
if somebody looks at the calendar, they go, oh, is the meeting this week, or was it last week, or when is it this month? Because it would be different every month.
And it's
Whereas
It's
if
just-
it's the same.
Some months have 5 weeks in some
Yes.
months. So you're just going first and third week. So
Yeah.
that really doesn't make much difference.
Well, and also, like you said, it'd be 3, I agree with
Yeah,
you.
that's what
There's no,
It
there,
would be, it
it's
doesn't
no
make, it doesn't
difference
make any
what we're
difference
having
either
now.
way. Right.
So, I say,
I'd say go for it, and just, that way it's, everybody knows it's gonna be the first Monday and the third Monday, and then of each month, and shouldn't be any question on it.
Okay. Does the council agree? If so, then we would need to ask our attorney to draw up an ordinance to change that in our city codes.
Okay.
When will that take effect? Next year?
So on the ordinances brought, it would be voted in, and then after published, it would take effect. So it would take effect in January sometimes, which is the 1st and 3rd already. And then in February is the 1st and 3rd again. So the first month that would really affect is March. Actually, March. April.
The motion would be, once we have a drafted ordinance, then there would be a motion to enact that ordinance.
Okay, the other thing on the agenda here is Christmas holidays. Becky?
We've had some employees ask about changing, right now, we're scheduled to be off Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, which is Wednesday and Thursday, and they asked if that could be changed to Thursday and Friday for an extended weekend. And they would work on Christmas Eve.
What they do, they deserve it.
And they're not
Well,
asking
give
for
them-
an extra day off, they're just
No.
asking to switch them.
I agree. Give them a little extra time to be with their families for Christmas. I agree.
Okay. Would someone want to put forth a motion to
So,
so do?
so they'll work on Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
So before is the trash gonna be open then?
The compactor would be open the same time as the city, so it would be closed Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then it would be open Saturday.
But we need to, so if we're gonna, if the city is gonna be open, on the 24th, I think the trash should be open too. Cause I mean,
Well, Wednesdays are usually normal day to be closed.
I know, but that's a long time.
I can see if we can find somebody to cover it. Right now, we're shorthanded out there, and so Public Works are having to fill in. One of our workers is out an extended amount of time. And so Carolyn's been working what she can, and then Public Works has been filling in the rest of the time.
The difference is we just lose Friday.
Yeah.
Because it's normally closed Wednesday, it would be closed Thursday anyway.
And then it'd be open Saturday?
Yes.
Okay.
So what do you need a motion for?
Need a motion.
A motion to allow them to work that.
Switch the holiday from
Yeah, to switch the
24th
holiday.
to 26th.
Okay. I make a motion for the city workers to have off December 25th and 26th
Of 2025.
of 2025.
And I second.
It's been moved and seconded to allow the city employees to have off the 25th and 26th of 2025. Any discussion? All in favor? Passes unanimous.
Thank you, I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
One of the things that I did fail to mention a while ago in my spill of everything in front of you is there are microphones in front of you. If you could please remember to turn them on when we go to speak, or if you'd rather just turn it on and let it remain on throughout the council meeting, that would be greatly appreciated for those that are watching online, because anything that we say should be important enough to be heard. So, on a side note of that. Moving now.
Yeah, I need an executive session for 10 minutes for attorney-client privilege to discuss potential litigation.
So I make a motion for that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I make a motion that we go into executive session for 10 minutes for
Attorney-client privilege
attorney-client privilege.
in anticipation of litigation.
In anticipation of litigation.
I second.
It's been moved and seconded to go into executive session for attorney-client privilege and potential for litigation for 10 minutes to return at 6:55. All in favor? We'll be right back.
It's all your fault, isn't it, Tristan?
Everything's my fault.
Yeah. I was gonna say no
Pretty good. I just understand that everything's my fault. If anybody needs money, it'll come get you.
Right? I'm not gonna ask how much.
Making money up to the day.
So who are you making that now?
Oh,
My job, and a lot of people don't like it, it's fine.
Right.
It's my job.
Nobody likes you. I appreciate you doing your job.
I think
I appreciate you doing your job.
Thank you.
So we
Because
can
there's no way to like it.
I don't think so. I just,
that one here.
everybody's contributing, contributing.
It's like a two-story one.
It's okay. She is candy.
It doesn't mean that they won't talk to us very.
Well, what's next?
Is it like a two-story one?
He did. Didn't he say they would fire the
Some. What is now is 5 million.
Oh, okay.
5 Mondays.
Okay. That's
Well,
what
there you
Absolutely, man.
Ask me, I'll tell you. So what kind of trouble is gonna cause more?
Yeah, I got it. Put that water pump together. You ready for a bed? First I gotta paint it. By the time I know the water pump, they don't think of anything. We got one on the shelf. Well, John Deere, what the hell?
Yeah, zero that price tag.
Yeah, you should. $14 for damn can of spray.
Yeah.
Fine damn job. What'd you tell them, 14? Yeah, tell them they wrote it down on the spot, years
Okay.
I've been to grants to
Come back.
Tell them I'm great, tell them I'm great, I'm starting to sober up.
Yeah.
Oh, God, neighborhood witness here. You throw that a dick for do what? Look good, makes sense.
The cop.
Who did you steal that jacket from? I know you didn't.
That's a fact.
Really?
Well, butter, shares all his butter all.
It's no matter.
No, that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get I remember these kids are like little turkeys. Good.
But they gave.
I saw you in your son.
You saw what?
Saw you in your son.
I did.
So that's the
21
first.
officers to
Patrol. Wow.
stuff like that.
That was fun.
I went with,
Still good.
Mr. Thomas, back in high school. This blast.
Yeah, it was fun.
And then, the cop was ducking
Oh, yeah.
for Mallard.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I can tell you how to get ducks and geese real easy without even getting any money. Take a little piece of wood, tie it, weight it down a little bit, about 2 inches under the water, 3 inches more like a small Victor trap. Sprinkle a little corn on it. They come skimming by and they see that. Hold their head under. No shots fired, no nothing. Oh, yeah.
That's pretty sporty.
Well, it is. You know what that goes on?
Definitely more challenging.
It'll get more. Right. It used to be after this one.
That's why you never really get dogs, trails up all the way to the trout.
Yeah, that's, well, I ain't got one of them yet. I ain't done nothing like this without a game.
Leave me alone. I feel like this.
Oh, man.
So are you guys going on next cruise?
Next October.
Cheaper.
Scenery's not near as nice though.
What band is that?
What did he say?
Going to Bearsy River.
What do you mean, no?
The next one is like October 14th.
We're going.
Virgin Islands.
Going to the Virgin Islands. 14 days.
Hey, there you go.
September next year.
We're both going to Bon Air?
Where's that?
Bon Air? Is that where you're
No,
at?
it's the Virgin Islands.
It's, so that's Eastern Caribbean, it's like St. Martin and the Virgin Islands. That's where we went the first time we went on a cruise. This time we're going to Cozumel and Belize.
How's that good?
No,
I'll tell you what, the Dutch Caribbean is on Bon Air.
So they
It's like we're 60 years behind us. It's like we're getting through Vietnam.
So they do the tender.
Real easy, laid
We've
back.
done that before.
They don't bother you. It's not like Mexico, you know, give us the Caribbean, Cayman, where the British, they bother you.
So we
You
went
know,
to,
$9.
what? Pleasanton, that's.
I like that index does.
That's the one where they have the.
Oh, they got right there in Bon Air.
That
They
guy.
got some difficulty.
Can't remember the name of it. Tortuga.
Yeah, they got it.
It's not bad.
They're
Cayman.
small.
Yeah, so we went to Grand Cayman.
They make that out.
Of course, yeah. My wife's.
Oh, yeah, and you
But she was not.
Yeah.
that make a donut, girl.
Yeah.
No.
Last year, runners.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sure you can run the boat off.
Oh, yeah. When, we come back from overseas, when we're out on the East Coast on the road, we pull this thing, Barcelona and Palma.
Yeah.
Rotary World River subs, we went in down there.
It just messes.
We were loud, so we wanted a couple gallons. Oh, whiskey back. And they said,
Yeah, we did that the first time. First cruise we took was a
they
Princess.
shipped on board and all this.
And the Princess
We were
gave
allowed
us
to
the same
bring
thing.
back, how about two shot.
The water over off the Bahamas was not the
We
smoothest
had
all
our
the time. So it was like.
Like, yeah, like I said, I got pictures of cargo in there. I didn't buy it, but I'm gonna let it, Kawasaki, Honda motorcycle. It was top.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, taxi.
For the other ports,
Yeah,
the
right.
first time we went to St. Martin, St.
No, we were buying brand new Suzuki, Yamaha.
Charlotte Almarine was really nice. Yeah.
After the good days.
Wish I was around.
Okay, executive session ended, no action taken, resuming normal meeting. Did you have anything else?
I don't have anything else.
Okay. Bill, did you have anything?
Wait for the new year.
Okay. Rochelle, did you have anything?
Yeah, I need to call an executive session for, client, what is it?
Attorney-client
Attorney-client
privilege.
for 10 minutes.
So it's been moved and seconded for executive session for attorney-client privilege.
I'm sorry, who seconded?
Sandy. For 10 minutes, returning at 7 after. All in favor? We'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask, because, the first one,
You don't need to know, baby. You got all that before.
yeah, it's kind of on eggshell, but that's like, last week.
Hey, you're the best, you're allowed to be on eggshells.
Right.
No, I was already out. You remember,
No, you were right to do it.
what do you call that, cabbage patch dog? Remember back in the day?
Well, it's hard to prove it. So, but we know it's obvious.
Remember, they had the cabbage patch dog? They couldn't, you could not get enough of them here in the States.
Oh, I bet.
I think they settled down now. Most of them.
Oh, they
I think so. I
They
think
didn't make that. They had stockpile. They had stockpile.
Pardon?
Cause I worked with his brother,
I think a lot of
was their crew on B3.
Okay. Is gone now.
And their route was flying, submarine patrols from Florida to England. They're flying England. Well, they were what all this is. So they made a trial run.
When Mayor's on, she'll be the one to run.
But the officers, his squad was, they pulled their money together. The guys on the bench and him, they had truck goes, that P3. That's something they had a flare in the
They have to
torpedo.
appoint someone to do
When
it.
it came back,
They just go. We rotate.
now we damn cabbage patch dog,
Okay, it's your turn.
they bring them back, and they were selling them on base.
Yeah, this year it's,
Beltray kids, and even then after they were done, they were selling outside.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, it was, Bill, I can't think of his name, Johnson. And Jim's been has been the one to preside over the meetings, but they'll switch again, so they go every year to switch off.
73 to 78.
I thought it was really.
Yeah, I was out for a couple years, and I got called back from active duty, and I got out in,
The whole thing with the.
88.
Went down, and now she's a clerk.
I retired.
Isn't that?
Out of reserve, I did 22 years.
No, she's fantastic.
Yeah.
You see her long.
Yep, they threw that West Texas in training.
That's, I'm not mistaken, that's a great position, right?
Yes.
Got in still in, next week to the embassy, and got called up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that kind of
Oh,
gives
yeah.
her a good.
Yeah, a couple times they asked me
She's
out.
smart.
You didn't get
It should be.
No.
And
No, we went to,
She's got the,
just for,
she could have done really good as a economic
well, it's been 2 weeks
developer.
to go.
And let her do what she
And,
did, but they just kept.
All I did, I was an OSC officer in charge,
Yeah.
and Daryl Avery was my,
She actually stood up and was like, I'm done.
he was pretty fast. And,
So that was
there was 12 of us, we had 2 M60 machine guns, a couple grenade launchers, and some M16, 2 rear submachine guns. And, we were not allowed to wear uniforms. Jeans, shirts, had to be short sleeves,
She's got fantastic.
and red sleeves. And they have pockets, and a collar.
When she resigned. She was not ashamed or afraid to say what she was going to say.
And all we did was sit at the airport. And we watched the Russians run the back market. And airplanes come in, like our birds would come in, pull that forklift come out. Load up, unload up. There's stewardesses, they pull seats out, and they would start unloading. All by hand. Oh, yeah, oh, man. You don't hit a camera. At that time, it was $25,000. And they make sure the British, Chinese, Russian, $20,000.
Well, it kind of is, but I see the point that doesn't, because they, nobody
But the
would say
sand,
anything.
would ship sand to me all the way to smooth. I want to say Jim
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jacqueline, is there a reason for the attorney-client privilege
That was in anticipation of litigation.
for continued?
No, that's a different, it's two different, it was two
Two
different things.
different, okay, all right,
Mhm.
thank you.
Explanation would be is we got done a little early, but we can't start until the time that was stated.
Are those minis?
Yeah.
Okay, they're sweet.
And them two can get wired. They can get rid of it.
Should have seen them today.
Executive session ended, resuming normal meeting, no action taken.
Make a motion, we go back to executive session for non-elected personnel job performance. 5 minutes.
I'll second.
It's been motion to go into executive session for non-elected personnel for job performance. For 5 minutes. To return at 7:12. It was seconded by whom? Rochelle? Give it to you. Okay, all in favor? We'll be back.
Oh my goodness, for dinner. So is this main here? No, it's just fat cat.
He's got some
Main box, it's spelled.
Yes. And it's butt waddles.
Joe Baker was down in the partner for diet. They took a walk together.
Yeah, they are.
He gets to run up and down the hallway. It's where you hear a toddler running back.
Oh, yeah, but I think we slammed in the doors like pounding through it.
Yeah, they're, I'm telling you, they are.
He's a big baby. I mean, he's at the door when I come home from work. Waiting at the door when I leave at the door.
Yeah, people don't like cats, so I don't think there's a lot of personality.
But when you go on vacation, I don't think they even know we left.
This is my favorite one. Oh my gosh. That's how he sits all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a dog that sleeps upside down.
Yeah.
David, I think your t-shirt's not gonna be for this year.
No, not this year.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that mess last night. My goodness.
I did not.
I try not to watch.
Yeah, that was.
It was a hard game to watch, really, man. And it wasn't for trying. I mean, Mahomes was doing what he could do, but like.
No, he didn't lose that game. No, he did not. As far as I'm concerned, it was some of the other.
Defense, front line.
Well, I think the defense held the line pretty good. It was really, it was mostly the offense, yeah.
Yeah, Kelsey dropped
Tucker does that
one.
too. This is Tucker and Fiona right there. They're big
The one,
dogs.
Yeah.
it was an easy one,
I
you know?
can't do real big.
Hell, I thought our coach was gonna have a bigger one than
So
that.
he's
Oh, what's that one guy?
she's about 80,
Right.
85, so.
No, he's.
Oh, the one got hair done, that's
The
all. Stick out on the back. Yeah.
She was 27.
Yeah,
She had to do something. She was. She like our
no, really, gets paid on it. Gets paid on it.
We get a lot.
Yeah.
No, they're not pups.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
So different testing issues, and so I have to have
Imagine.
on.
But
But
for the kind of money they make, hell, they can use me for a bunch of bag, I wouldn't care. Hell, they can roll me around out there. They wouldn't have no trouble catching me.
if they lose to Chris Jones,
And I've caught them eating little frozen treats out in the backyard.
Take Chris Jones now, don't tell me, you take,
Fortunately, it's their own.
as big as he is,
Still not pleasant.
he's really not a kid anymore.
At least they're not gonna get
That
intestinal
dude-
issues from it. No more.
Glad to move.
Right.
My God, he's like a great sheriff, my cousin.
yeah.
Kind of thing, I've had to have one antibiotics in August and September, just to clear them all up. Like 3 courses.
But I got it, she said years ago, they called the fridge,
That's,
Spring
yeah.
battle would be.
Man, they could-
For Chicago, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Man, when his time hit him, he was done, you know.
I made the
So,
mistake
man, I
of
tell you
thinking,
what,
you know, and issues are.
I seen him when he hit 2 or 3 guys, and they just
Like,
dropped like
I
rock.
made the mistake of feeding her.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
From the turkey, so I microwaved until they were cooked, and chopped them up and put in their food.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
My mom learned the hard way. She,
You got
she gave me a little bit
but I got a
of
phone
a
call.
hamburger.
uh,
I've been kind of weaning them off, skim milk, right?
Yeah, we,
So I was trying not to. My mom gave them.
you remember old Peter?
She cooked them a little
You
piece
remember Jack? You remember old Peter?
and.
Did you know him?
Cleo told me that.
We, in a tournament, our 8th grade year, played basketball. Old T, he played center. Orange Teeter, he's dead
and
now.
then they're having accidents all over the house.
Anyway.
Always fun having.
I can't remember who we were playing. Anyway, they shot the ball. Teeter was just a big kid. He could grow a full beard in 7th grade. But he jumped up, stuck his arm, clear through the block the shot. Come back down, because we all took off. They're all going around.
Ask Becky for a fight.
Right.
I said, can you
Right.
please, oh,
All right, executive session ended, resuming normal meeting, no action taken.
I make a motion to have an executive session for 5 more minutes.
Regarding the
Regarding the job performance.
I second.
Just leave me off.
I'm trying.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to have, to extend the non-executive personnel job performance meeting for another 5 minutes, returning at 7:18. All in favor? We'll be back.
That game was great, though. But I think that really, what was really the big issue was, it wasn't up to where it was supposed to be.
Yeah. Didn't last 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
slow
his head was in
motion.
other places, you know,
His
and
girlfriend, yeah. He should have retired.
you never know, he might have, that was really, you could see it on his face after he missed that last really important catch.
Yeah.
He was pretty defeated on that.
Well, they're getting married. He's young.
So it's like a little better now that
Yeah, with having 5 players injured, especially on the offense, that didn't help either. But
I have to say, I'm not disappointed that number 74 is but he's like our main.
yeah, yeah.
We're in court, yeah. It's not real seat, but you know How do they know you're there? What do you do?
They keep getting all these, to be honest, this year, with all the penalties that we've gotten on And some of the students are penalties.
He's a developer?
We knew the day.
I didn't know if you talked to him at all.
Yeah, they told me it was raining. She said, I guess you had a bed or a garage. Yeah, just like old times. I've got good memories. I was actually like 6:30.
Back to 9 o'clock.
You want to get colder about 9 o'clock.
That's old.
Yeah, I tried to get it off.
Like lunchtime, that's our,
I didn't get back here. Oh, yeah, I'm out.
I don't know how.
Driving back to Chicago.
Let's go.
And we're on the job site by 6:30. I don't give a damn. We're going to hand or 2-hour drive. We're on the job site at 6:30.
Then I get back.
Our contract says
Someone brought me propane.
you're assigned workplace. Drill top of 14.
We're already good. I got rarely.
Better be there. Not cold.
What was yours, Tristan? I'm gonna find it
Wherever you're at.
17 hot water tank cabin.
I've already had a problem with the.
Jack did paperwork turned in.
What's that?
Jack did paperwork turned in.
It's coming in chunks. He got his first section done, and now we're
So you're just
to the second half, and it's like,
Did you retire?
all of his,
He's got
Have you gone up there yet? You will.
she seems to want to.
Well, you got it. You have got it.
What's that, water view?
That's right. Nancy looked over me, she had that.
He's ready for it, so.
She had the sign there, look, we had to go through the original. Say this guy, check it out.
So is he putting in,
He's in the order, and he's in his 7 He's still begging I'll think.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Executive session ended. Resuming normal meeting, no action taken. Do you have anything else?
Yeah, are we gonna choose pro mayor tonight?
The president of the council?
Yes.
Okay. Do you all want to do the president of the council tonight, or would you like time to think about that and do that next meeting?
Because it's usually in the past,
Usually.
right? The one that's been there the longest, but I mean, it's just up to you.
Well, the way is on the entire council is free and open to motion for anybody to be the president of the council.
You want me to put it on the agenda for next time?
Yeah, put it on the agenda for next time.
Yeah.
And then with that being on the agenda for next time, I would encourage you to go in to the city codes and read what the president of the council means, what that consists of, what it involves, and then think through for that. Alex, did you have anything?
No.
No? Okay. In that case, I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
It's been moved to second for adjournment. All in favor? We are adjourned.
You made it.
Kevin, as soon as you get your paperwork done, please get that to Becky.
Congratulations.